Windows 11 has just released, and most of the computers are not going to run Windows 11 due to the lack of TPM support. But don't worry, this video shows an official way to bypass a TPM and install Windows 11 on any unsupported PC. Hey, what's up guys, KSK Ryle here. In this video, you will learn how to install official Windows 11 on any PC without the need for TPM. I'm going to show you how to download and install Windows 11 from scratch. You can use this guide to clean install Windows 11 on a brand new drive, or use this guide to reinstall Windows 11 on any PC or laptop. Or also you can use this guide to install Windows 11 alongside with Windows 10 as a part of dual boot. Anyway, the prerequisites of this video: make sure your computer is running a Windows 10 and you need an 8 gigs or higher pen drive to create a bootable USB with Windows 11. A free space of 40 gigabytes or higher on your drive is needed to install a Windows 11. And lastly, make sure your systems support a secure boot, and yes, it is required to receive the Windows 11 updates after installation. Now let's get into the installation. Now open your browser, then click on the first link from the description, which will take you to this page where you can download the official Windows 11 from Microsoft. Since we're installing a Windows 11 on a separate partition alongside with Windows 10, I'm going to pick the last option to download the Windows 11 ISO. Now keep in mind, if you try to burn this Windows 11 ISO directly using a Rufus, your PC may not going to boot into a Windows 11 without a TPM 2.0. Now we need to do some changes to make it compatible. Now once it's done downloading Windows 11 ISO, place it somewhere on your computer for easier navigation. Now head over to the second link and download the Windows 10 ISO using a media creation tool. Go ahead, download the media creation tool. Now once it's done downloading, go ahead and open it. Now here, choose to create an installation media and click on next. Now use the recommended specifications and click on next. Now here, choose to download the ISO file and save it on your computer. Now in my case, I'm going to create a folder on my desktop and save the Windows 10 ISO over here. Now sit back and relax, this may take some time. Now once it's done downloading both Windows 11 and Windows 10 ISOs to the computer, now place it somewhere in the same folder. Now as you can see, these are the two ISOs you need to download, and we are going to use these ISOs to create a compatible Windows 11 ISO for unsupported hardware that bypasses the TPM during the installation. Now anyway, go ahead and create a brand new folder here named as ISO. Now go ahead, mount the Windows 10 ISO. Now if in case you have installed a WinRAR on your computer, you may not going to see the mount option. Instead, you can see an extract option. Now anyway, go ahead and choose to mount or extract the Windows 10 ISO. Now inside of Windows 10, you will see a bunch of files. Now go ahead, copy all of the files and paste them into the newly created folder named ISO. Now once it's done, mount the Windows 11 ISO. Now inside the Windows 11 ISO, now go to the sources folder and look for the file called install.wim. Now this file is very important. Go ahead and copy this file. Now come back to the folder where you copied the Windows 10 files. Now inside here, look for the sources folder and then look for the install.esd and delete that. Now once it's done, I paste the Windows 11 install.wim file over here. Now that's it. Now we have a compatible Windows 11 files for unsupported hardware which can be copied to the pen drive. Also, if in case you wanted to upgrade to Windows 11 from Windows 10, you can simply run this setup file here and follow the on-screen instructions to install a Windows 11. And don't worry, while it's updating to Windows 11, the setup screen says a Windows 10, but internally it's going to do some magic and may update your system to Windows 11. Keep in mind, you can also create an ISO with these Windows 11 files to burn it to the pen drive using a Rufus, but this is not the recommended way. Now go ahead, connect your pen drive and open the command prompt with admin privileges. Now inside the command prompt, type a disk part, then type list disk. Now here you can see all of the connected drives to the PC. Now as you can see, disk 1 here, which is my pen drive, I'm going to select this drive and format. To do so, type select disk and the number of the disk. Now type clean. This is going to format everything inside a pen drive, and make sure if any data is present inside this drive, go ahead and back up before running this command. Now once it's done, type convert GPT to use the GPT partition scheme. And that's it. Now exit the command prompt. Now open the run dialog and type this command to open the disk manager. Now inside here, you will see an unallocated free space under the drive 1. Now we are going to use this free space to create a 2 partitions. Now we are going to use this free space to create 2 partitions. Now go ahead, right click on this free space and choose a new simple volume. Now click on next and allocate a 1 GB of free space and format using a FAT32 and name the label as boot part. Now once it's done, now use the rest of the free space to create a last partition and format using an NTFS. Now I'm going to name this partition as the data part. Now that's it. Now we are done creating a 2 partitions named boot and data. Now it's time to copy the newly created Windows 11 files to these partitions. Now go to the ISO folder and copy all the files except the sources folder and paste them inside the boot partition on your pen drive. Now once it is done, now inside the boot partition, create a folder called a sources using a lowercase alphabets. Now go back to the ISO folder and then choose the sources folder. Now inside here, look for the boot.wim file and copy it. Now once it's done, now go back to the boot partition on your pen drive, choose sources and paste the boot vim file over here. Now once it's done, now copy all the contents of the ISO folder and paste them inside the data partition on your pen drive. We are manually creating a Windows 11 bootable media, so which helps us to install a Windows 11 on any unsupported PC or laptop. Now Rufus may not going to help anymore on older PCs, and that's why we need to do a little bit of a work to install a Windows 11 on an older PC with unsupported hardware. Now that's it. Now we are done creating a bootable Windows 11 USB. Now it's time to prove you guys by installing a Windows 11 on unsupported hardware. Since I'm going to install a Windows 11 aside from Windows 10 as a part of a dual boot, now we need to create a partition for Windows 11. To do so, open the disk manager by typing this command. Now inside here, you can see a disk 0 where Windows 10 has currently installed. Now I'm going to use this partition to shrink a free space of up to a 50 gigabytes. Now keep in mind, to install a Windows 11, you need at least a 40 gigabytes or higher. Now once it's done, you can see an unallocated free space, which is where I'm going to install a Windows 11. Now anyway, go ahead, reboot the computer. While it's rebooting, enter into the BIOS mode by pressing the F2 or delete key. Then inside the BIOS, you need to enable the secure boot. Now otherwise, Windows 11 may not going to boot. Now in this case, I have enabled the secure boot, and once it's done, save the changes. Now hold F10 or F12 or escape key on your keyboard to enter into the boot menu. From here, choose your pen drive. Now in this case, my pen drive is a SanDisk. I'm going to choose the drive to boot into a Windows 11 setup. Now inside the setup, choose the language, country, and the keyboard layout. Then click on next and choose to install the Windows 11. Now if in case you have the Windows 10 license key, you can use it here. And for now, I will select this option. Now here, choose the flavor of Windows 11. Now in this case, I would pick a Windows 11 Pro and click on next. Now accept the license terms and conditions, click on next and choose the custom option. Now under the partition wizard, you can see the list of drives connected to the PC. Then under drive 0, you can see the unallocated free space. Now select this free space and click on new and install a Windows 11. Now that's it. Now sit back and relax. The installation will take some time depending on the writing speeds of your computer. Now once it's done, your computer should restart to Windows 11. You can go ahead and eject the pen drive. Now as you can see here, it is showing a both Windows 11 and Windows 10. I'm going to pick a Windows 11 and the computer should reboot a couple of times. Now after some time, you can see the welcome screen of Windows 11. Now go ahead, disable the internet on your computer by removing the Ethernet cable. Now this way, we can bypass the welcome screen fastly. Now follow the on-screen instructions and set up the new Windows 11. That's pretty much it. This is how you properly install a Windows 11 on any unsupported PC or laptop. Now, as a bonus part of this video, if in case you decided to uninstall a Windows 11 from the dual boot, now boot back to a Windows 10, then open a disk manager and delete the Windows 11 partition and merge the free space back to the Windows 10 partition. Now once it's done, reboot the computer. This time the computer should boot into a Windows 10. So what do you guys think about it? So let me know in the comment section down below. So I will try my best to help you. And thanks for watching this video. This has been KSK Ryle. I will see you in my next one. Bye-bye.